But the one thing that scares me about Mamdani is when you see the post like that and you see the amount of hate he's getting.
Yes.
Do you speak to him about security and safety?
Yes.
And how does he feel about that? Because I've never seen so much hate.
When I interviewed him just a few weeks ago, it was a day or 2 days after a guy had just been arrested for making death threats against his staff.
Jesus.
And that was before the last few weeks of this campaign where they really ratcheted up. This kind of radical Islamic coming. You see Ted Cruz was tweeting, he's a literal jihadist. I mean, let's just be clear to people watching. They're putting up pictures of 9/11, right? They're using 9/11 against this guy who was, 9 years old on 9/11? Michael Bloomberg funded the super PAC that did that ad with the picture of his face over 9/11. These people should be ashamed of themselves. Look at your language. They have spent the last few weeks calling this guy a jihadist. I want to be clear to your viewers. A jihadist, in the eyes of the American political establishment, are the people on the planes. The 9/11 planes, is ISIS, is Boko Haram, is Al-Qaeda. That is what you are comparing him to. That's what you're saying he literally is. Of course that's going to incite hate. Of course there's going to be death threats. I do worry about his security. I hope he has good security now that he's the mayor. Wherever I go, I was in Texas at the weekend. Previous week I was in California. Wherever I go and speak to Muslims, everyone agrees that the Islamophobia now is even worse than it was after 9/11.